Welcome to my channel, Connection of Lives and Interests. This is Sharon coming to you with a Tea Tuesday. Happy Tea Tuesday to you all. And if you don't know what Tea Tuesday is, it's in the title, hashtag Tea Tuesday in lowercase letters. Sorry. And you can drink whatever you want and do whatever you want with shares. And it's a way for you to follow everybody and maybe grow your channel and your circle of friends and family. And it's hosted by Kathy's Favorite Things and Life with Patty. Today, I am drinking out of my favorite mug, and it's thermos, whatever you want to call it. And I just started trying to do these drinks, and I like this one. I always do flavored water because that's my way of getting my water in me. And this one, the jury's still out. I don't know, but as soon as I had this one, I couldn't go back to the other one. I think maybe I didn't put enough squirt in it. I try to do as little as possible to stretch it out. But anyways, it's not a rubber band, so it can't be stretched out. So I'm in the cabin again, and I have to say that with the weather the other day, it warmed up to the upper 60s, and still had I've been wearing my leggings under my pants because I just can't seem to get warm once, the summer ended, and forget fall. We don't really have a fall. We pretty much have 2 seasons here in South Carolina. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you decide to join my family, please let me know so that I can come and support you as well, because we don't always get notifications. And thank you for my lifetime YouTuber friends and family that I have made over the time that I've been on YouTube. Today's a story about where I left off about the guy at the door. I said at the end of the video that there was another time where somebody came. It was 10:30 at night, and it was a lady. So for the person that said they can't wait for that one, I can't remember who it was. I didn't write it down, and it has been a week, so yeah, overflow information. So yes, it was within, I would say, the first winter that we moved here. And we don't get snow in South Carolina where we're at for the most part. We got it once, and I have a video of that, and I was like a little kid. But it was 10:30 at night, and it was the first year that we had moved here, and I absolutely, and tell me if you're like this, I absolutely love as much natural light in my house as possible. We came from a house that was on the dark side. And when I saw this house, I was like, yes, lots of natural light going all the way through from the kitchen to the living room to the kitchen. So happy, happy, happy. And being on a main road where people are allowed to go 45, that's the speed limit. But a lot of people, there's no limits. And I'll tell you, the other night, there was literally somebody speeding so fast, it scared me. I hope nobody ever wrecks in front of our house. But I'm ready, and I'm calling 911 right away. And so because of my love for natural light, I never intended to put up any curtains of any sort, because even shears I didn't want. We were so far away from the road, and we don't have sidewalks, and it's not even an area where people walk, and people are going to drive by, so it's not like anybody's going to see in your house. and the place across the street, you can't see into our house. So I didn't have anything on the windows, and I had the light on, and this girl obviously saw me sitting in the living room, and so she probably felt safe to knock on the door at 10:30 at night, one female to another. And I'm cautious, and because I know that in a lot of situations people will use women and kids. Okay, I don't think I have to say any more than that for situations to do things. So I'm cautious, and Cosmo's barking and barking and barking, and Mr. Thumbs Up slept through the whole thing. I couldn't believe it. So I open the door, and she asks me if she could borrow a flashlight, and she promised that she would bring it right back. And I thought, that's an odd request. So she goes, I dropped my phone over there along the road, and I couldn't find it, and I need a flashlight to find it. So I ended up saying, hold on, and I shut the door, locked it, and sadly, I gave her our least favorite flashlight, but it worked. So, sure enough, she left with it, and she came back and she thanked me so much because she needed to find her phone. So, I guess that was a true story. And then she asked me if she could sit on our steps while she makes a call for a ride. So then I was like, well, how long do you think it will take? She goes, it shouldn't be long, and I'll be quiet. So I said she could, and we have a Ring doorbell. So I was able to watch her, and she didn't stay too long. I never did see her get picked up. She ended up walking down the street. So I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, so that made me go ahead and get some shears for because I figured I still want the light to come through, and I don't want to have to open and close stuff every day. I don't like doing that. And so I got some shears thinking, from further away, you're not going to be able to see right through like she did. But now we have this guy that came to the door. If you missed that story, you can go back to last Teatuesday video where a guy came to the door when it was dark out, but it wasn't late. So now we're going to be changing it. I told Mr. Thumbs Up my plans. And so the next time, hopefully, I go out, I will be getting some sort of thick privacy curtains. I'm not happy about it. So basically, because I love the light so much, I have shears up. So I don't know if they came singly or if they were double. They usually come in a pair, I think, but I think you can get some singles. So what I did was I only put one panel up on each window and just had it stretched out because I didn't want it bunched up. I want the light. So now I'm going to take the one shear and put it with the other shear, and that's going to be on the far window of the porch. And God help them if anybody walks all the way down our porch out front to look in that window. No. And then there's a side window that has a curtain that you can't see through. And that one is there because Mr. Thumbs Up likes to have it blocked for Cosmo barking at all the cars going by. And that was the only one that he would bark all the time because to him, I think it looked like they were like coming in our yard. But now that he's older and it's 3 years later, he's actually starting to bark at the lights going by all the time at night. Or he'll just do, and it's driving us nuts. So it's going to work out all the way around. I'm going to take that curtain that is thicker and put it in that window that is closest to the front door. Take the sheer, put it with the other sheer, and then I'm going to get another curtain that, because even though you can't see through it, it still is blinding when the sun comes through in the nighttime. So I told Mr. Thumbs Up I would get something that was lined. So he goes, but it's so funny because he complains and complains and complains. And then now, I'm going to change things up. And he goes, but that only bothers me a little bit in the summertime. I'm like, yeah, but it does bother you, and I do hear about it. So I'm changing that. That way I can spend the least amount of money as possible. And I'm not about doing the matchy-matchy. As long as it's white, I don't care. I'm not uptight about having everything the same. But that's the end of this Tea Tuesday. Let me know what you do with your windows, if you like to cover them up or have no curtains, or do you open and close them all the time? My sister, I will tell you, leaves her house dark all the time. And she thinks it's because she worked third shift for like 27 years, 28, 29 maybe. So, she always wanted it dark in her house during the day. So we think that she still wants it dark. She cannot stand it light. And I'm like, oh my goodness, we are night and day for sure. It's depressing to be in a dark house. I understand some people think it's cozy, but it's not. Okay, so somebody did ask me if these are raccoon paw prints. I don't know what raccoon paw prints are, what they look like. I'll have to look it up. But no, Mr. Thumbs Up painted those to be like Cosmo because he comes in and he would automatically jump on that bunk bed. So, yeah, those are supposed to be doggy prints from Cosmo. And he spaced them all out the same. And here, I guess he was carried because there's no prints at all. But it was a lot of work to be down there doing that. So, that's why he decided to do just some of it, not all of it. But isn't it cute? All right, be kind, be nice, be encouraging no matter where you are through the internet. We can touch lives, we can make a difference, we can make people smile, laugh, and give encouraging words. And remember to keep the fun in all you do.